Row for Show Productions presents Brothers Being Brothers, a lifestyle podcast.
It's a problem.
Welcome to the Brothers Being Brothers podcast. I'm your host, Rochelle Hamilton Jr. I got my guys, Macro Nay and K-Rob, rolling with me today. Fellas, say what's up to the people.
What up, what up?
Yes, sir. All right, fellas, before we get started, I want to extend thoughts and prayers out to, my family. We lost my Uncle Phil this past Saturday night. So, keep his wife and kids in your thoughts and prayers. Also, keep my mom. It was her brother. Keep her, and her siblings in your thoughts and prayers. It was unexpected, so it's definitely something that caught us off guard. So, again, thoughts and prayers out to my family, my mom, her siblings, and we'll all get through this together. And also, appreciate that. And also the state of Texas, we extend our thoughts and prayers to our fellow Texas citizens for everything that's going on with Winter Storm Uri. We've seen the reports, we see the the devastation, the tragedies. Our thoughts and prayers are across the state of Texas tonight. We all have friends and family that have been impacted some way, shape, form, or fashion. So to the people that are dealing with these tragic circumstances, we want to extend to you our sympathies. And to the people that's out there helping in some way, shape, form, or fashion, we want to extend our gratitude. And I know y'all wanted to give some thoughts and feelings on that, so I'll go ahead and let y'all speak.
Man, it's been a crazy few days, man. No power, no water, but especially cool seeing people come together, man, in these crazy times.
Yeah, I echo literally what both of you have said, man. Just crazy to see Texas civilians deal with something that possibly could have been prevented. But, we'll dive into that further into today's topic. So let's get started.
Bet, let's do it. We're gonna keep the show light today because it's been a heavy week for everybody.
It's been a crazy week, yeah.
Yeah.
This has been a heavy hitter. So we're gonna keep this show light. So you came up with some really good ideas for this show, and one of the ideas that you had was, talking about TV shows that we like to watch. So with it being your idea, I'm gonna let you take the driver's seat on this one. So why don't you go ahead and let us into the mentality of Macro Nay when it comes down to TV watching.
Man, to be quite honest with you fellas, man, I'm behind, super behind. Me and my wife just sat down and binge watched Game of Thrones. Yes, Game of Thrones.
I'm no TV person, and I don't watch that, but I definitely know that it was definitely early 2000s. No.
Right. We just sit there and binge watch that whole thing, bro. That whole thing. So that kept us pretty busy. That was crazy though. I don't know if there's a lot of Game of Thrones people out there watching, but that's crazy. If y'all get a chance to check that out, check that out. Game of Thrones, it's crazy. Y'all check that out. We just been Netflixing it up. There's plenty of shows on there that we check out.
Netflix and chilling.
Oh, we go.
I'm gonna cut that.
Nah, keep that.
Oh,
okay.
Nah, keep that. And
okay.
We like to get our ratchetness in too. So we've been watching Love and Hip Hop, all the VH1s.
oh,
Okay.
So we like to get our ratchetness in every once in a while too.
yeah.
So,
I'm really a sports guy. All I do is watch ESPN, TNT on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and any other sports TV, NBA TV, NFL Network, all of that stuff, FS1. I watch a little bit of Love and Hip Hop. I relinquish the TV to my wife, or she'll go in the room and she won't bother me. And I'll hear from in the room, yeah, man, I'm definitely a sports guy 24/7. I really don't have to watch anything else.
So outside of sports, I guess this is for both of you guys. What is King and Roll? What are y'all action movies? What are y'all romantic comedies? What
Yeah.
I mean, outside of sports, what we looking at?
So for me, I have to be asked to watch movies in order to watch them. I just don't watch them myself. So I'm not really a movie watcher by choice, like it's a first thing on my mind or first notion to do. But if I do watch a movie, I'm definitely down for all the action and all the comedy. I like give me pure comedy, give me pure action. Like I'm for it. You know, I'll watch any Liam Neeson movies, you know, like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm down for those kind of. I'll watch, you know, Mission Impossible stuff like Denzel movies. Denzel action movies. You know, like
man,
all that kind of stuff. I'm down for it.
Okay, y'all seen the Little Things? Speaking of Denzel, y'all see the Little Things?
No, but I want to because that movie looked good. I saw the trailer and it looked fire.
Okay, you haven't seen. How about you, King? You seen it?
No, only thing I've seen is the finals, the Super Bowl.
I'm done with you, man.
Hey, so I mean, Drew, have you seen? I mean, Mac Ronay, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Man, watch it, bro. Watch it.
Okay.
Watch it, and we can talk about it.
I get tired of people. If the movie good or not, they be like, man, just watch it. No,
just watch it. Just watch it.
But you know what? I can appreciate that because
it ain't no sports in it.
Some people's level of good is different than other people's level of good.
I got you.
I can understand that. I'm with it, but yeah, I probably won't watch it unless I'm coerced.
Okay, it was good to me.
Okay, I'm not gonna watch it, man. There's nothing about the movie that'll make me do it on.
Gotcha.
See, I'm one of those people, man. Like I'm kind of like I guess I'm like the opposite of King. Like if I'm not watching sports, I watch a lot of movies. Like when it comes to TV, I don't really get into a lot of the TV shows today. Because like reality TV dominates basically everything now. And you know, TV studios have gotten cheap when it comes down to producing content. So, you know, a lot of times it's the cheaper actor or the cheaper writer. So a lot of the quality in a lot of TV shows have gone down. Now, I do watch a lot of reruns when it comes to TV shows. Like, man, I'll sit back and watch Fresh Prince and Martin all day.
Oh yeah.
I'll even watch but I tell you what, one TV show that I do like the reruns is Walker, Texas Ranger. Like, I know that sound like super corny, but bro, that was my show coming up.
You know, I was an extra on that show.
No.
I remember you telling me that. And I used to sit back and watch that with my grandma. I used to sit back and watch that like with my parents. Like, man, that was a show.
I was just about to go there with the parents. So when I was younger, my mom, I used to watch Golden Girls. I thought it was hilarious. The old lady was
that was another one. Yeah.
Betty White.
Was watching it was on the tip of my tongue. I can't even think about it, right? Frasier.
Yeah. Frasier was a good one. Frasier was a good one.
That Kelsey Grammer is him and that dude that played Niles.
Yeah. Daphne.
It's funny on another level now.
It was, man. Frasier.
You know when I watch Martin a lot? When I'm with my son. That's
okay.
I want to watch sports and Martin, but I mean that sounds like me. My parents love Martin too. I can't lie to you. I can give my parents and we can literally watch Martin from sun up to sundown.
Oh, dude, I love Martin. I'll sit back.
Go ahead. Laugh like no tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll sit back and watch Martin, and I don't care how many times I've seen an episode. I'll laugh like it's the first time I've seen it. I don't care.
Yeah.
So I've been getting into the Wayans brothers and My Wife and Kids.
Yes.
My Wife and Kids is retarded, bro.
It is. I love that show, man.
The Wayans brothers is cool, man. It's not. I feel like it's too close to Martin for me to like it the way I want to.
I got you.
But it's cool. I used to watch it a little bit, but I mean, another thing I watch, because I kind of stay on the go quite a bit working, so I like to listen to podcasts or stuff like that when I'm riding, and I listen to I Am Athlete podcast. Man, bro, that's like my new favorite podcast. I almost binge watched it. Like my son,
what's it called?
He lives in Houston. I Am Athlete podcast.
I Am Athlete.
Yeah, and it's so good, man. Like I watched 4 episodes, and I'm dropping like I am athlete podcast. It's like it's just hitting it on another level because I mean the athletes, so of course I'm gonna gravitate towards them. But the information they sitting on them, is like they're bringing people on that's talking about a lot of dope things, man. I was catching up on one today. I had this dude named Wale.
Yeah, Goulier or whatever.
Yeah,
I can't remember how you say his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Something he said. He said they were talking about finances and how to do the right thing with their money. And, you know, that they wasn't speaking to just athletes, it's just people in general. And he said, you know, after he stopped playing, he went back and got his master's degree in finance because he was tired of not understanding the lingo whenever he went to advisors with all of this money to help him invest and do things the right way. And he said, you got to learn the lingo so you can ask the right questions. You scare people who don't have good intentions away when you ask the right questions. And so,
makes sense.
like, so watching that podcast, man, I just been getting like little nuggets here and there from just stuff in general. And then just to hear them talk about sports and the banter they have. And then, you know, Channing Crowder definitely.
That boy he's a fool, man.
He is hilarious. He keeps it light, but that's kind of what I'm watching. I got hip to them during the quarantine. I was scrolling Instagram one day and seeing somebody post something from one of their clips talking about what they did with like their first sets of money they got. And it really struck me. And it was like a 2 or 3 minute video. And so that day I went and watched the whole episode. And from there, like, I just love it. It's Brandon Marshall, Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco.
Oh, okay.
Ray Taylor and Channing Crowder.
Yeah.
And so, like, man, like it's a lot of knowledge, and I appreciate it. And they bring the wives on to give women perspectives of being married, mental health, and all of that stuff too. And it's coming from actually a standpoint that, you know, that is a little more of some of the standpoints we see in life, like actually young, Black, rich people who are doing things in the community and doing things the right way, and also giving knowledge to help us future rich people on this podcast.
Right. Yeah. Man, you know, so like one movie I watched recently was called Death. What was the name of that movie? Death Saved My Life. Death Saved My Life. And it was on Lifetime of all things, and I'm ashamed to admit that. But you know, the thing is, it was because my mom wanted to watch it, and I was thinking this movie was gonna be garbage, but it was actually a really good movie, man. It's Megan Good, her sister, and I can't remember. I don't even know who the dude actor was, man.
You said Megan Good?
Yeah. So
I know why you watched the movie.
No. I didn't know she was. But this is the thing. I didn't know she was in it. Now, because I had never even heard of the movie. My mom was telling me about it, so I was like, okay, whatever. So I sit down and watch the movie. Now, you know, Megan Good being in it definitely helped me watch it. But you know, but you know, on the cool, I got to look at Megan Good with church eyes because she married. So you know, I can't be looking at her. I can't be lusting. But anyway, the movie is really good, man, because it was like it's about this. She plays this lady who's married to this dude who he's a doctor, but the dude is a butthole, like got anger management issues and everything. And basically, man, like I ain't gonna tell you the whole movie, but it's a lot of plots, a lot of plot twists, a lot of turns off in there. Their marriage takes a dive south, and then I'll just let y'all, you know, you got to watch the movie to see the rest. But dog, I'm telling you,
won't watch it, but thanks.
That movie good, man. That movie is good, man. You got to check it out. But nah, man, when it comes to movies, man, like I love movies. Like I love them.
Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I did binge watch 2 shows with my wife. I had finally caught up on binge watching Greenleaf.
I heard of it, but I ain't never seen it.
Yeah,
I ain't check it out yet.
Good. It's good. You get hooked on it. You know, it's about like a family church. You know, they got, you know, pastors were rich and stuff like that. And it's got a lot of plot twists in it too. And then also a show called Dynasty. That was good.
I ain't never heard of that either.
Check them out. Dynasty and Green. If especially you, Drew, you and your wife could definitely get into that dynasty. It's about
Dynasty.
it's about like a company they own. It's drama, but it's funny. It's funny and like it's drama. It's like I actually grew to like it. At first, I was
Was
like,
it a Tyler Perry?
about a couple episodes in, I liked it, and I was only hesitant because I was like, man, this ain't like somebody shooting a fadeaway. I'm sorry, man. Sorry.
So my question is, like, when it comes to movies, y'all like Tyler Perry movies?
Nope. I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking.
Wasn't that Dynasty a Tyler Perry production?
No, Dynasty is somebody else. It's on Netflix. I don't know who did Dynasty.
Okay.
It was on. I think it was coming on CW33 before it went to Netflix.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
But why you ask that, Ro?
This is a random question. Like we keeping it light, so I was just curious. We was talking about movies. And I know
I don't watch his stuff on BET like The Sisters. It don't appeal to me.
So, yeah, the stuff his stuff on BET don't really appeal to me. Like I love Tyler Perry, don't get me wrong. Like I love his work, I love his story, I love his mentality when it comes to the business, when it comes to life. Like I'm a big fan of Tyler Perry. I admire that dude. But the stuff on BET now, and don't get me wrong, I applaud what he's doing as far as the stake that he's taken in BET. Because I mean, me personally, I'm really kind of starting to look at it, like especially when at my old job, man, on the weekends we didn't have nothing to do. Like they would put it on BET, and it was literally on the weekends. It was nothing but Tyler Perry. Like they would start off with Tyler Perry movies, and then we get into his shows. I didn't even realize Tyler Perry has as many projects on BET as he does. Like, dude, I would almost venture to bet that Tyler Perry is setting the stage to buy BET at some point. I would almost venture to set.
Ain't he kind of like owning it already or something like
that?
that?
He working his way up there, man. Like because if you watch the way his content is being put on that platform, he's setting the stage to buy BET.
He got this show called The Oval. I mean, that could be equivalent to like a show kind of like Dynasty, a show about power and how people are doing everything. And The Oval could also be compared to, remember the show A Scandal?
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
It kind of can be, and I haven't watched it. I've just always seen previews, and it kind of gives me that same little aura, like TV aura.
Man, I used to love Scandal. I ain't even gonna lie. And I remember when that show was out, I used to make fun of people because, man, my Facebook, I could always tell when Scandal was on because my Facebook would be full of, oh my God, this plot twist here and this turn. And I could always tell, like, my female friends on Facebook, man, it was nothing but Scandal. I used to touch. And finally, I sat down and watched one of them. I'm like, bro, this show starting to get me, bro. Wow. Hey, man, Kerry Washington, man, she killed that. Like, she did her thing. Mm-hmm. So what about you, Drew? You ask us if we like action movies or what kind of movies we venture to. Like what? Because when it comes to movies, I like action and comedy. Like I don't do chick flicks, but of course I ain't married yet. I know when I get married, that's gonna change. But for the time being, I'm going to enjoy just watching, trains blow up and everything else. So what about you, Drew?
Man, I like all the genres, man. I like all of them. I like action. It just depends on what mood I'm in. I like action. I like comedy. I like romantic comedy. Hitch, that's my movie, bro.
I like Hitch. Hitch.
Yeah, but that's because it's Will Smith, man. Like I feel like him, he's a different romantic comedy.
Okay.
Speaking of romantic comedies, Drew, I don't mean to cut you off. Did y'all see where they making another Best Man? They're making a Best Man 3.
So after the Best Man wedding or holiday?
Yeah. I saw it on I don't follow him on Instagram, but one of my friends sent me Morris Chestnut. They sent me a post on his official Instagram, and it's actually happening. So I know it's been in development for years. Like I think they started working on the script right after Best Man Holiday. But y'all know how the movie business is. I mean, it could take 5 or 6 years for a movie to come to fruition. But yeah, it's finally happening, man. So when I saw that, I mean, I can't really diss on romantic comedies because there's a lot of romantic comedies like Brown Sugar. I love Brown Sugar. Like that was the joint. Love and Basketball.
Inkwell, Love and Basketball.
About the romantic comedies, it just be like, certain ones. But I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It don't take a lot to, keep me content, man. And so I run to what I know, man. Like I'm the same.
I feel you.
Person who can eat the same food over and over and over and over and don't get bored. People think, man, you ate chicken and rice again.
Yeah.
38th day in a row. So I'm like that with movies and everything else, man. So it's like I don't really have to have a big choice. Once I find something I like, I can do it. Like
You just roll with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I need it all.
I'm the person who orders the same meal at that place they get once it's good, because I'm like, well, at least I know what I get every time.
Yeah, I can understand that.
You know what? My homegirl's daughter is like that. Like no matter what restaurant they go to, she orders chicken tenders and fries. It don't matter what restaurant.
Now,
They could go to a Mexican restaurant, chicken tender and fries.
but
And they go to. Go ahead. Yeah.
In my older age, I've learned to kind of get a little diverse. But when I was younger, that was K-Rob Jr. there. That was as my family calls me, Little King. That was
Okay.
Little King is gonna order that same thing, man.
See, your family does like my family. Like I'm named after my dad as well, and everybody call him Big Ro. I'm Little Ro.
Oh
like-
yeah, at the crib. Yeah. When my wife first, my wife got around my family when she first met them. I said, "Now you're not gonna recognize what they call me." And I was like, but I didn't tell her, Lil King. Babe, who they talking to? Oh, that's me.
That's me.
I'm not K-Rob. I'm not all of these names you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Lil King, and that's Big King.
Hey, Macro, didn't you name your son after you?
He the fifth. Cinco.
Okay. What do y'all have like a special name y'all call him or a nickname?
Well, like I said, I call him Cinco for 5.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I've heard all that too. I've heard growing up, Little Andrew, Big Andrew. I don't heard it all.
Yeah.
So what was your nickname if you're the fourth, right?
Yeah, I'm the 4th.
So what they call you, Q for quad?
Quattro or not? A lot. Well, see, and that's the thing. So, like I said, my father passed away when I was 4, so there was really no conflict there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but with me and my son in the house, sometimes like if we don't call him Cinco, it's Lil Andrew. Like if it's grandma comes over, it's Lil Andrew, Big Andrew. You know what I mean? It's same boat.
Okay.
Yeah. See, man, that's one of my main prayers when it comes to like when I talk to God about finding a wife. And I know I'm kind of getting off topic, but that's one of my main prayers. Like I want to name my son after me, keep this name going. Yeah, we gonna get a dynasty going, bro.
I've had hesitancy about that. I don't have
Really?
a son. It was out of wedlock, so him having my name might have not been even an option. But that's neither here nor there. But if I have another child, I don't know if I want to name him King, man. I think am I being selfish that it's gonna stop with me, or?
I mean that's personal preference.
I don't know,
Really.
I don't know. I mean, I may reconsider. We're not at that point right now, but speaking of movies, y'all see that Mortal Kombat trailer?
Bruh. Yeah, I like that. I like what you did. Man, what y'all think of that? Like, I think that movie gonna be fire. Like, that trailer was fire, bruh.
I
mean, because I know y'all remember the first Mortal Kombat from like 1995.
I didn't like none of them, bro.
No, I don't remember.
It was decent, but the best thing about that Mortal Kombat from the 90s was the music. Like that's really it. And I'm not even being funny.
No, you absolutely right. I think the Mortal Kombat from the 90s, I think just the Mortal Kombat itself was too advanced for the graphics.
Yeah.
For then, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why this one here is okay, because the graphics evolved so 20, 30, 40, 100 times more than what it was in the 90s. So I think we're going to get a lot better Mortal Kombat now. Yeah,
video game technology and movie technology can finally marry in something like this. Because, man, like...
I wanted to go watch the trailer. I did my homework, guys. I listened to my... You told me to go watch the trailer. Now, when I went to go watch the trailer...
You silly, man.
Good, man. That 2 minutes and 30 seconds was good. Now, I'm just curious, like, who gonna fight who? Now it makes me wonder, like, who's gonna fight?
Right.
Like, I like to see Liu Kang in the bicycle kick.
Hey, Liu Kang is my dude.
Against so like who did y'all? I mean, they've been having Mortal Kombat since what? Sega, maybe before Sega.
Yeah.
Sega up to now. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm still a sports guy when it comes to video games, but I played a little Mortal Kombat. Liu Kang it was easy to get off the bicycle kick. I mean, it was easier to get that off. I mean,
back forward.
Who'd y'all use?
Man, you talking about the move I use or the person that I use?
Person. Who'd you use the most?
Oh, Liu Kang. Liu Kang was my go-to.
Man, because Mortal Kombat had a lot of evolving members come and go and stuff. Man.
It did.
I used to like Jax too. Jax was cool, man.
Jax was good. Jax was good. But I don't know, man. For me, it was Liu Kang, and then I can't even remember the guy's name, but he was dressed in black and yellow on the game.
Scorpion? That's who I use.
Yeah, okay.
Scorpion.
Okay.
That's my dude right there.
Yeah. Man, but then that trailer yesterday, I was tell you who I was super impressed with as far as like the look goes. Because I don't even know if he was in the last one. I can't remember. But Sub-Zero, like they nailed Sub-Zero, bro, with this look. Man,
they got
highly impressed.
Raiden look really, really real too, because Raiden has always looked like a regular person, not necessarily like a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
And when I watched the trailer, I was like, "Ooh, they did a good job of making Raiden look like one of those karate movie person." He looked like he's from a karate movie. I'm going to.
Yeah. Bruh. Yeah. But one thing that shocked me about the trailer was how bloody it was. Like normally in movie trailers, they don't do stuff. Normally they try to say that for the movie because they don't want the trailer to shock too many people. But the way this was done, man, it was like we going against the grain. But I guess I can't say I was shocked because Mortal Kombat itself is a very bloody game. Like even for its time, I mean, video games wasn't doing that back then. Yeah, they was like one of the first ones. But man, I can't say enough about that trailer. Like I was highly impressed. Highly impressed.
So what got me, bro? When you talking about Sub-Zero, so he's fighting dude and he stabbed dude and dude blood came out. He filled dude blood and using the damn knife
and stabbed him with it. Yeah, that's cold, dog.
Yeah,
that's cold, dog.
Movie, man.
Yeah.
I may go there, back forward, back L. My bad.
Man, another movie I'm looking forward to is Godzilla vs. King Kong. Did y'all get to see that? Y'all see that trailer yet?
I ain't seen that trailer yet.
I wouldn't have known about Mortal Kombat unless y'all told me. So I definitely ain't gonna know about Godzilla.
Oh man, Godzilla vs. Kong looks like that's gonna ride.
They playing a game of 21. So first of 21 is Godzilla and King Kong, bro. You might want to check it out, bro. King Kong dunks on Godzilla too, bro.
Oh well.
What game is this?
They playing. He being funny saying they playing.
Oh man, whatever, man. I ain't hearing you. Hey. But no, I'm telling you, dog. Y'all gotta see whenever y'all get a chance to check it out, man. I like Godzilla. Like I love Godzilla. I mean, I got a friend on Facebook now. I ain't as big a fan of Godzilla as he is. Like I love because I just like seeing people. I like seeing stuff get blew up and torn up. Like I love destructive movies. So, like I was impressed because I'm one of those people, man, that especially when it comes to something like Godzilla, I'm all about like the look. I'm all about the sound. It needs to look and sound a certain way. And y'all know how the old Godzilla was. He had they had the dudes running around like in the bodysuits. He had this weak roar that was like high pitched and bruh, no, I need to see a big tall Godzilla like tearing stuff up and I need his voice. I need that roar to have some bass in it. I need that roar. King, you the music man. I need that roar to sound like a roar is supposed to sound. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I need them subs to shake when that roar is coming through. You know what I'm saying?
They achieved doing Avatar lets me know that they can do anything.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
With the movie.
Definitely.
Yeah. Avatar was a good movie. I didn't think I was gonna like that movie. They got a sequel coming out.
They've been having that sequel. They've been making that sequel for the last 10 years, bro.
Well,
how long did it take them to make the first movie? I can imagine if they
I think it
trying to keep up.
I want to say it took them like 6 years to make the first one. It was 5 or 6 years to make that first Avatar. But James Cameron, man, I mean, that's his style, man. He loves taking these huge, because with Titanic, it took them, what was it, 3 or 4 years to make that, and that came out in 1997. So James Cameron, bro, he just
did you watch Titanic?
I did. But
did too.
the only reason, to be honest with you, the only reason why I watched Titanic was for that one part, because I was in 8th grade and I just wanted to see your girl, get painted naked. But that was it. I ain't feel like to. Hey man, look, middle school, bro, middle school. But outside of that, bro, I already knew what was gonna happen in Titanic. So I mean, at first I wasn't even gonna watch it, and then everybody was talking about that one part. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess you got it, a little bit of excitement, for otherwise I know what's gonna happen. But no, y'all know they supposed to be making a like a replica Titanic, like a real life boat, like a ship, whatever, cruise ship. And it's gonna have the same specifications, everything of the Titanic.
I'm not appalled.
I'm not interested.
So I was watching this commercial. They got the cruise ships, and they're trying to get everyone back on these cruise ships. Why they had a racetrack on the cruise ship?
I've never seen that. I've never seen that.
Well, I mean, speaking of cruise ships, man, if you go look at Disney is the best cruise line, bro. They be having some pretty spectacular. I've been on a cruise once, and it was like I think it was Norwegian. They're pretty good too.
Okay.
Man, it's like 15 floors on that mug, man. Like they had a restaurant on the 14th, 15th floor. So
that's what's up.
Them cruise ships are like a freaking.
They cities, man. Like they huge. Yeah.
Man, like they're fun to be on, but
I ain't never been on one.
So if y'all had to highlight someone to send them on a cruise ship for what they did, y'all got anybody y'all want to highlight?
Okay. I see that. I like that. I would put this fella in Amarillo. His name is Terenzo Clemens, man. Well, actually, there's a few people in Amarillo that I would put on. But Terenzo, he's in this group called 101 Elite Men, and basically what it is, it's a group of brothers, a group of black men. They kind of have like the same concept we have, but they've been doing it a little bit. They've been doing it longer than we have, basically. But they go out like actually in the community, and it's like a whole group of like professional guys, like bankers, financiers. I think a few of them work for the railroad. There's a few of them that's in management for some of the bigger companies here in Amarillo. And basically their whole deal is to go and break the stigma surrounding black men, and to show the up and coming students, whether they be middle school, high school, college, whatever. Basically, it's like a mentorship program, and it's really they tailor it towards minorities, because it's not so much that it's like a racial thing, but kind of like we said on our first episode of the podcast, you don't see a lot of positive black, especially men, role models being put on the forefront. So they were like, okay, you know what? Instead of letting people dictate the narrative when it comes to, young black men and young black women, we're going to go out there and we're going to show them that, hey, we can be financiers, we can be engineers, we can be management, we can be, investment managers and things like that. So they're involved with a group like that, or with that group, 101 Elite Men. And then my good friend, Melody Graves, is all about like civil rights. I mean, Melody is in the streets when it comes to civil rights. And every time you turn around, she's either at some kind of function, she's doing fundraising, she's bringing awareness to things that are going on, not only nationally, but to some of the things that have happened here locally, or as far as like, Texas, or has some kind of connection to the Panhandle. Matter of fact, Melody just did a TED Talk, I think down in Austin, about civil rights. So she's definitely somebody who is, how am I trying to say? She's definitely somebody who is moving the needle when it comes to civil rights, when it comes to And this is just, it's just Amarillo, Texas, but Amarillo's got a lot of history that a lot of people don't know about when it comes to civil rights. And Melody is one of those people that's putting it on the forefront. One of the younger people, let me rephrase that, one of the younger people that's putting it on the forefront, because a lot of the older people that were on the front lines, marching the streets and everything else, a lot of them are either, they're old, or they're older, or they've passed away. And Melody and some of her counterparts have kind of taken that torch and they walking with it. So, big shout out to her. Yeah, and then I'll let y'all go. My bad, man.
Speaking of civil rights,
Big shout out.
yeah, dope. That's so amazing. Speaking of civil rights, I got a homie who he's like a little brother to me now, man. We're really close. He's an amazing singer, artist. He does flyers, but one of the most beautiful things he's been doing for the last few years is being like an activist. And he just released a song called "Stand Up." His name is Ruben Lael. That's REUBENLAEL. But he put out a song, "Stand Up," and it's about activism. And he's also a part of like a young professional auxiliary of National Urban League, like a North Texas division, if I'm not mistaken. I hope I said that correctly. But man, I've had the pleasure of me and my brother put out a Christmas album. He sung on it. We've played a bunch of gigs together. We've done things together, man. As my brother, man. He's definitely one of my favorite singers in the city. I could call him right now. He'll literally save the day. He's a singing wonder. But like activism is what's been dope over the last like 3 to 4 years. I've seen him do a lot of stuff, every day because he's busy. I'm busy, but like from afar, I'm seeing him do a lot of like dope things in the community nationally. I've seen him take a few trips doing things on the national level. So like a big shout outs to my bro Ruben Lael for doing like some dope activism things and like I think he's like on a board, or he's like, I think he has I think a decent position in the Young Professional Auxiliary of National Dallas, Texas branch or something like that. So big shouts out to him, man.
Wow, those are good. Those are good. Those are good highlights.
Mac Ronay.
Man, so I'm gonna go a little different route, man. I'm just real impressed, with how the communities in Texas came together. So I want to highlight the communities in Texas, man. Neighbors opening their homes to people because they didn't have power. People don't have water here. There's people around my neighborhood who just now getting power back and just now getting water. And we don't even know if we still have to boil the water before we drank it. So, but the people in these communities, man, I've seen people's put on their Ring app, the neighborhood Ring app, opening their houses. Hey, you guys, you can contact me. I don't have a lot of space, but if you're a family in need, that was awesome. A lot of people who don't even talk to each other, who see each other every day coming out the house, don't even talk to each other, are coming over. Hey, what do you need? Are you okay? I've seen people pull generators out of their house and plug up and run an extension cord down the line, so at least a few people can connect heaters to them or charge their phones, man. I just love the way that the neighborhood stood up. There's neighbors I saw that were delivering hot chocolate to people who know that have kids there, and delivering hot chocolate and what do you call it, Girl Scout cookies. I'm just real impressed with how everyone came together, and it just makes me feel good that there is still humanity, left. That there is still people that will open up their hearts in time of need. So I want to shine that light on just the communities in the Texas areas, man, and those people who found it in their heart to go out and bring people food and just check on their neighbors, just do the neighborly thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I just like I said, I just want to put a little light on that because in this time and these crazy times where we live in now, people opening their hearts is just amazing.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, I mean, what they call it? We had a name for it, Winter Storm Uri.
Yeah.
Definitely came and caught the Texas high ups. I'll put it like that. It's called the Texas high ups, like the energy plant companies and all that, with their pants down. That's all.
Yes, to say the least, yes.
Yeah, and caught them with the pants down, and the Texas civilians are the ones to suffer for it, even though we're out here paying our hard-earned money and taxes to these people. But yeah, shout out to people who are like coming together and like doing the necessary things to make sure everybody's cool, because sometimes we can't always look for a company or somebody else to help each other. Like the Bible say, always kind of go back to some. The Bible say we're helpers one to another, and so you can't show no other form of compassion in a time like this but to help. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest compassion you can show, is lending some kind of hand, to whoever is in need, even if it's something as simple, like you said, as hot cocoa. So like you said, Drew, it don't get no better than that. So kudos.
I echo everything that y'all just said. Shout out to all the people that have lent a helping hand through some way, some shape, form, or fashion to the people that is going through the suffering down in the different parts of Texas. And I've reached out to friends in Houston, Dallas, and I got some friends that are going through it. As I'm sure y'all have reached out to people that have been affected to some way. I've talked to people who I talked to my old boss today. He's got busted pipes, still no power, still no water. His family having to stay in a hotel. I got a friend that her and her boyfriend were having to basically drive around to just find a generator to be able to do basic things like charge their phone. They're still without water. I think she said this is day 3 or day 4 where they haven't been able to even take a shower. And it doesn't even really do them any good to go to a hotel in the area because the hotels are out of water. Hey guys, so switching things around just a little bit. We're gonna change the pace a little bit and talk a little bit of sports. Carson Wentz was traded to the Indianapolis Colts this past week, which everybody kind of knew he was going to end up being traded. It had been on the rumor mill for a while, but it actually ended up coming to fruition. But King, you were saying what the compensation was. Go ahead and remind us what that was.
3rd round, 2021, I think, and then 2020, 2022. Couldn't even get it out. It's a 2nd round, but it's conditional to possibly be a 1st round if he does 75% of the snaps for this upcoming season.
Okay. And Drew, you the Cowboys fan of this group, so I definitely want to get your thoughts and opinions on good old Wentz being shipped out of the division.
Oh, so y'all want to know what I think about some Eagles trading their little quarterback to the Colts? What they got to do with Dallas? How that tie in? Is that what you want to know?
Basically.
Okay. Well, what I know is my quarterback, Dak Prescott, for the Dallas Cowboys. If we don't get them locked down, if the Dallas Cowboys let Dak Prescott slip through their fingers because this foolishness with this contract, and he go over to the Eagles, we're gonna have a problem. I'm done with football. I really am. Over. Game over. Ain't no more football. So that's how it tie in. Basically, it's just another door open for the Dallas Cowboys to make a mess. That's all that means.
At least you know.
At least you know. Cause man, I tell you, man, Dallas needs to stop bull jiving and go ahead and pay Dak, because at the end of the day, bro, it's just like, dude, you saw what it got y'all without it. Dallas need to go ahead and just pay that man his money, and Jerry just need to go ahead, swallow his pride, pay that man his money, and then let Dallas move on, and they can move on to building the team, some other way. But
what makes matters worse is he actually want to be there.
He wants to be here. Exactly.
Like a Deshaun Watson situation. Like, Dak actually wants to be a Dallas Cowgirl. Cowboy.
Here he goes, man. Y'all remember what I was talking about as far as community reaching out and showing love? That's not an example right there.
Oh, my God. And I don't even have a favorite team. It just felt good to say that. Like it was something. It felt liberating. It was good. But speaking of that, well, wish him well, Carson Wentz well. the people saying, reporters saying, they feel like it was best for the Eagles to let him go because he was creating division once he didn't call himself wanting to be a backup quarterback. It's not very good team effort, but hopefully he can rewrite his wrongs in Indianapolis and actually get rid of the ball and not get sacked 50 times.
Right.
But
as far as Carson, I mean, it's a good move for him because it puts him back with what's his name, Frank Reich.
His old
his old OC. Because that was the guy that had him on that MVP pace, and when they won the Super Bowl, and of course I know he got hurt and everything else.
He didn't play for them to win. It was Nick Foles.
But I mean,
Exactly.
I get it. It was Nick Foles, but
he got him to the playoffs.
Exactly, he got him to the playoffs because Carson, he won. He got him 11 wins that season. I mean, Nick Foles was just the right place at the right time. But then too with Nick Foles, it's like he did that little bit in Philly at that one time, but Nick Foles ain't a starting quarterback because we see what happened every time somebody let him start.
I agree.
But this is a good move for Carson. I'm happy for Carson because they got him out of a bad situation. Because I remember at the beginning of the season telling one of my homeboys that it's going to take a change of scenery for him to revive his career. He wasn't going to be able to do it in Philly. Because the Eagles management, they destroyed that guy's confidence.
Yeah.
And when they took Jalen Hurts in the draft, I was like, oh, that's it for Carson. He got to get out of there. Like when they move up to take a quarterback, you got to go. And
I'll say he has an extremely good defense. He has a good O-line. Like one of the best guards or tackles. I can't remember that.
Yeah.
And it's like, if he can't get rid of the football, or if he have a problem, he got some decent receivers because Phillip Rivers threw for over 4,000 yards. He like 27, 30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, something like that. And so, and Phillip Rivers can't move. I mean, it's like his
straight pocket.
I mean, he's one of the most immobile quarterbacks we had last year. But so we'll see, man. I mean, I hope it works out. But if he choked, then we definitely realize that he's just a professional.
That is, he's just a choker, man. But
so all that Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott, all that back and forth, who the better quarterback is that? What's going on? I couldn't hear what.
I picked that. I picked that. I'll draft Dak hurt before I draft Carson Wentz. Right? Yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. There for a while, I couldn't really give like a definitive answer to that question. But I mean, time has shown that Dak Prescott was the better choice. I mean, it's no argument. It's no argument. And especially if we don't even have to keep it on football. Like if you just talk about mental toughness, I mean, because Dak has basically got this team telling him that they don't believe in him, and he's still going out there producing at a high level. So
easily,
I was gonna say that I play sports, man. I've been a team captain. I've been a leader of a team, and like it's nothing like when cats are looking at you like, "Yo, what's up, man? You let us know we follow you." And like the Dallas Cowboys team looks at Dak like they want Dak around. So so
he's a leader.
Yeah, that speaks to
he's a leader.
Who he is in his character. So like, man, you definitely want to, I'd rather lose with the best character rather than win with the crappiest character.
Yeah.
But that's just, I mean, while we're on sports, what about this All-Star game we got coming up next month?
Yeah. You the basketball head, man. You take the driver's seat on this one.
Well, first of all, LeBron and KD are the East-West captains. They got the most votes.
Okay.
I mean, as if that's a surprise.
Right.
I mean, but what do y'all think about? What do y'all think about it being all of the activities being in one day? It's gonna be just one day now.
It's super weird. I mean, just because of tradition. Traditionally, it's over a period of 3 days?
Yeah, like 3 days. It's like
3 days. Yeah.
Go soiree,
But then, if you think about it, those fans are allowed. So, and that was the whole thing with them spreading it out, for the fans. So, if there's no fans allowed, I can see why they would just combine all 3 in one day as well. I can see both sides of it.
Georgia's open, and they've been letting small amounts of fans into a decent amount of the games. And so I think there will be fans there. I think it'll be like a 20,
Really?
25% capacity. Yeah, and I was watching TNT last night, and they was interviewing Adam Silver, the commissioner, and he was saying how it's like hand-selected people from the HBCUs will be there as well as other people because the money that they're making from this. I'm not sure what amount, a portion, what percentage, but it's to help go to like HBCUs and causes to help HBC. Chris Paul is the president of the players
Mhm.
of the players part, or like he's the president of the Players Association. So I think he's kind of teamed up with them, and so it's only going to be a certain amount of people there. But I mean, it being in one night, I mean, I
You
guess
don't like that?
we should get used to the abnormal with the pandemic. We shouldn't expect much normality. So in my mind, I'll just be grateful for whatever I can get of it. I know the players are probably a little tired from a short season, especially the Heat and the Lakers from playing, 71 days, only having 71 days rest between end of season. But they did have a mid-season break. It was like 3 or 4 months. So,
Right.
we paid a lot of money. I don't think I complain that much. I mean, we could always switch jobs if they have that big of a problem. I mean,
Right.
yeah, I mean, I love to play music, but I'm not making $30 million in 1 year, Kyrie.
Right. Right.
Well, my feelings on it, man. I don't really have an issue with it. I mean, I ain't never really been a big watcher of the All-Star game myself. I mean, I watch the highlights, but my whole deal about All-Star Weekend, my favorite deal is the slam dunk contest. So, outside of that, I really don't, unless I'm actually in the city where the All-Star game is taking place. I guess it's never really been something that I just really got into. It's kind of like the Pro Bowl in the NFL for me. I don't really pay too much attention to it.
Never.
Or the All-Star game in baseball. So,
Never.
it's one of them deals where if I'm in the city, it'd be something cool to check out and just kind of go by the festivities. But when it comes down to All-Star Weekend, I'm all about the slam dunk contest. And
yeah.
So I guess for me, but I am kind of upset that Aaron Gordon is not going to do any more slam dunk contests because they robbed my boy 2 or 3 times. So, he already said he done. And I'm still mad at Dwayne Wade for robbing him from that last time. I think that was 2 or 3 years ago.
Wow.
Dwayne Wade and them judges robbed my dude. But outside of that, I'm cool with it.
Y'all don't like the 3-point contest that Luka gonna win?
Oh, I like it all. I mean, I like it all. I think it's gonna be cool because they having a 3-point contest and the skills contest before the actual game, and then dunk contest at halftime. So it's not really that bad. It'll move along a lot quicker. But I mean, it'll be cool to still see some kind of relaxed pickup game type basketball. Because every now and then it's cool to see, basketball that look like NBA Jam.
Yeah. So so with that, that takes us to our last subject in this segment called Keys to the Kingdom. And I'm gonna let my boy Mac Ronay take the driver's seat on this one. I like this concept, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, so basically, Keys to the Kingdom is just us giving you little nuggets, little keys to help you succeed on those internal conflict questions, like how much is tip the waiter, or should I say something because this dude BO is kicking, just little things like that.
Did you say another one was like, what's the threshold to say you'll take somebody somewhere with the gas money threshold?
Okay, so okay. Well, I'm glad you said that, sir, because that's actually the key to the kingdom of today.
Okay.
So the question is, how much money is the correct compensation for gas money?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
See, this ain't the 1990s. Gas ain't 99 cents a gallon anymore.
Hey, man, when I got my license, gas was 99 cents, and everybody used to be like, pitch in $2, $3, $4, and
That's it.
we get, man, a tank of gas, $12, $15 in gas, man. We rolling all weekend.
Yeah.
So what do y'all think? What is the correct compensation for the
Man.
gas money?
You know what? I think for me, it goes by the distance. I mean, you know, if the ride is 5-10 minutes, I would say $1 a minute is probably an acceptable rate.
Company, bro.
But but hey man, you gotta be like that because I mean gas ain't cheap. I mean
Gas is not cheap.
You know, if gas was 99 cents or $1.05 a gallon like it used to be, like it was when we got licenses, I'd be cool with that. But now you gotta it's like a business plan you gotta have if you taking somebody somewhere. I mean, so if the ride is 5 minutes, then I'm gonna expect about $5. I mean, if the ride is 10 minutes, I'm expect 10.
Okay, well let me put in a scenario type of deal.
Okay.
Let's just say me and King work at the same job establishment, right? Let's say I don't got a car, but King offered to give me a ride all week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we ride about 20 minutes from the job to the house.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the week, I toss King, oh, here you go, King, here go $5.
Oh no.
I should expect a slap across the face.
No, what you're gonna expect is to catch the Uber next week and let them charge you. Let them charge you, and you're just gonna feel something like a thorn in the side from a whole week of ride, and you're gonna be like, dang, if I would have gave him like a smooth $30 or something.
Easy, right? So
hold on. $30 for 20 minutes?
But if
I got you.
For a whole week.
The ride though, if I'm offering the ride and I would already have to drive it anyway, I'm not gonna tax you on GP. But if you're
I got you.
Trying to abuse me, then that's one thing. So for me, I would do it based on how kind I'm going to be, or like if I'm already going that direction. If you're making me go out my way, if I was at the crib in my drawers and you calling me and I got to get all bundled up, got to warm the car up, got to go to the other side of town, pick you up, take you there. Do I got to bring you back or pick you up later? Then now we talking some funds, but if I'm doing a little around the way, I may even be like, man, you know what? No, we cool this time. Right. But like you said, man, at some point it's gonna start turning into like a little Uber moment.
That's why I say, man, it's a business plan because it's analysis that goes into this with gas prices nowadays. It ain't so cut and dry. But
okay. So let me hit y'all with another. Okay, so scenario A.
Okay.
Where me and King riding back and forth for the week. I guess we agree on what? Let's say someone getting you ride $20 for the whole week. You toss them a 20, call it a day. Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah, I mean, if it's 20, well, I don't know. Let's see, 20 minutes one way.
20. If they want to be really real about it, good 35.
Okay.
I mean, if you being nice, 20, yeah. But I mean, if you, in all honesty, you probably owe them closer to 50 or 60.
I want to say 50, but
No, definitely, I understand that. But if King going the same way too, I mean, damn,
Okay, going the same way. Okay, 35.
Okay. So scenario number 2. If I ask you, hey man, old girl want to see me down the street, man. I know it's cold outside, but you shoot me over there. You know what I'm saying? Old girl, this is my only chance. Cause old girl, what's the charge on that?
How far she live?
Let's just say on the other side of town.
Oh yeah,
well, that's a tough one because I mean
it's cold. Come on, it's tough, man. You hit me with a smooth 25, 30. Listen, 25.
Yeah. You hit me with a solid because 9 times out of 10 I'd be at home chilling. It's cold. Exactly. I got it bundled up. Give me at least give me a 20 because that's a situation where you're going to have fun. Now you know what? Okay, I take that back. Not a 20, at least 10. We cool.
A smooth 10.
Yeah,
I feel that.
At the very least.
No. We cool. Yeah, we cool. But like, I'm gonna need you're gonna have to look out for me. Like, if you got the plug on some Jordans or something, I need I need first dibs. I need you to give me your raffle ticket or something.
So you need $10 and a first round pick.
Something because if I'm looking out in that kind of direction, then it's like, hey man, I'm helping propel you.
Well, what's the size of this town that we talking about? Because I mean, if it's like Amarillo or Lubbock, it's 20, 25 minutes. Yeah. But if you're talking about like Dallas or Houston,
yeah.
Okay, so I guess what I'm trying to say is, whatever ride you get, don't reach in your pocket and pull out no $2.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
don't do that.
disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
Anything that's over a 20-minute ride, you low-key disrespectful for not dropping somebody a smooth 20, or at least trying to buy them some food.
Right. At least lunch, something.
Yeah, they're like, listen, put 10 in the tank and buy you some lunch. You get, I mean, $20 these days. I mean, we talking about inflation from back then. 20 ain't really much or nothing.
Right.
I mean,
2 or 3 items at the grocery store is $20 now.
I got a car. $20 will definitely laugh at that 93 octane.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. If it's 20, it'd be like, cuz you need more than that to fill me up. 20 may not even give me half a tank whenever certain gas prices are up there. So,
yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, fellas. So I guess that'd just be our first installment to
Keys to the Kingdom. Yes, sir. Well, y'all, that is a wrap for episode 6 of the Brothers Being Brothers podcast. Again, I'm your host, Rochelle Hamilton Jr. Got my guys, Macro Nay and K-Rob. Y'all want to say anything to the people before we get out of here, fellas?
No, man. Just as usual, man. I'm excited to be alive. Made it through the storm. And riding on. See what the end gonna be.
And definitely, I definitely want to just recap on the neighborhoods and the communities coming together to help each other out, showing each other love in a time of need. That's awesome. And even when they gave them rides, I hope they put out more than $2 out their pocket. That's all I got, fellas. I'm out.
Okay. Well, you know what? I don't have nothing to add to that. To everybody out there in the state of Texas or across the state of Texas dealing with something, our thoughts and our prayers are with you. To the people out there lend a helping hand in some way, shape, form, or fashion, we salute you. And that's all we have. And again, like we say, let me say. And again, like we always say, do your best and let God handle the rest. Be blessed.